Talking about the UK EU referendum. Now, I usually don't make videos 2 years in advance, like in this situation, but it has to be mentioned. I think David Cameron's and his Conservative Party's government to exit the EU is suicidal. Personally, the UK is acting like an island. And it's ridiculous that the UK is not acting as an island. Because the UK is very much dependent on continental Europe for its trade. That's in fact why the Channel Tunnel was built back in 1994, which by the way was a year over budget, to connect the UK with the rest of continental Europe. Now, this exit of the EU is just as bad as not building the Channel Tunnel at all. If the UK doesn't want to be connected to the mainland Europe, why did it build the Channel Tunnel? Why did it go to building an extent of building such a huge long tunnel, which was twice over budget and a year over budget, to connect to the mainland Europe? Moreover, the UK still tries to be with European institutions, the European Court of Human Rights and the European Council. Now, of course, the Conservative government doesn't want to be part of the European Court of Human Rights because the UK thinks it's above European mandates. Now, let me remind you that much of human rights law was founded in UK and previously England. The Magna Carta, 1215, which in Latin means the Great Charter, spelling out 63 rights the nobles had, that King John was forced to sign. The Petition of Right, which the nobles forced King James I back in 1628 to sign, and the Bill of Rights in 1689, which at the time was after the Glorious Revolution, which overthrew the Catholic-leaning James II with a Protestant William II. William IV, William and Mary. That's where Williamsburg was founded and College of William and Mary was founded. Now, that the EU wants to relieve this great and glorious tradition is just ridiculous. And it's just ridiculous moreover, the economic ties and political ties between UK and Europe is very substantial. A good chunk of UK's economic budget is based on the EU. In fact, the UK is in fact the second largest economy in the European Union after Germany. And it'll be a huge chunk of EU will lose its revenue. Now, the argument that the Conservatives use is that Brussels is dictating to me excessive control over London. Well, get used to it. This is an international organization where 28 member states have to all agree to it. And this is a 28-member family, okay? One child cannot make all the decisions for the entire family, okay? If you grew up in a family with multiple siblings, you will find out that if one sibling tries to rule the roost and dictate their parents what he should be doing, you will find that this child will be, well, disciplined, to put it mildly. And that's exactly what the UK is doing. The UK thinks it can dictate to the rest of the European Union how to, what's the word I'm looking for? How to run the European Union. And it's the European Union, it's not the United Kingdom. And let me remind you, the United Kingdom itself consists of 4 countries. Okay? England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. So, it's not even a one unified country. So what happens next? And of course, England and Scotland wanted to split apart. So what is this? Is this European Union experiment is to unite Europe or to divide Europe? And the Conservative government is creating another set of divisions within the European Union. And the European Union was designed specifically to put an end to wars across the European continent by merging the economic and political mandates of the European Union in this Treaty of Paris. The idea was that if you combine the economic and political stance of both of the continent, you can eliminate the cause of war. Now, the United Kingdom, it's unlikely that the current UK government is going to declare war. But if some kind of situation happens and creates a war, the UK will be left vulnerable. And if you read British history, this is a very dangerous situation to be in, from a Spanish Armada to Napoleon to Hitler. all tried to exploit all try to exploit the UK's geographic isolation. And it's very scary, David Cameron. I think David Cameron should seriously reconsider, with a history of joining the European, considering the economic, political, social, and legal consequences of doing so.